Hello, this is just a little video that I put together kind of as an addendum to lecture 3B on lighting positions and color. I just wanted to show you real quickly McCandless lighting and jewel point lighting, or excuse me, just jewel lighting. I don't know why I keep calling it jewel point. Done it for years. Jewel lighting and McCandless lighting in action. And to help me with this, I have this program called Virtual Light Lab. We have it here. I provided a link on the last page of the lecture if you wanted to get your own copy. It is $129 for students, but if you're into lighting, it might be a good investment. Okay, so here you see we have a lovely figure who's going to be our model. I'm going to add a face so you can see the close-up. Now, I know the face is a bald man, and that seems rather strange, and this sort of duality of nature philosophical concept here, but I think the point of this is just to see on flesh tones. There's a Caucasian. You can change it out. I'm not sure how to other races, but we'll just stick with this for now if that's okay. Okay, so I have this figure against a kind of dark blue cyc. So the first thing I want to do is add a little more Zeus at the bottom. Well, maybe too much. There you go. So I have a little more of a cyc. Okay, there we go. We have these dots. You see this dot in the center of this screen. By the way, I'm sorry I can't make it bigger. That's one drawback of this program is this is as big as the screen gets on your computer screen, but hopefully you should be able to see it okay. All right, back to where we were. This dot represents a lighting instrument. NC means there's no color in it. Full means that it is at 100% intensity. We're going to move this to a front of house position, FOH position. So we'll have a nice front light. We're going into our infinite box of lights here and add another one. My, that's bright. Okay, let's take it down a bit. I'm going to go to 80%. All right, there we go. That's a little better. You can see the face. Now, we're going to finally add some color. If you remember when we talk about McCandless lighting, we talk about warm lights, warm colors, and cool colors blending together to create a white light but with shape and definition and interest. Now, we have down here, you can see these. We have all the available gels from Apollo, GAM, Lee, and Roscoe. Since I use Roscoe, that's where I'm going. Remember I said RO2, Bastard Amber, is a favored warm color. It's very good on Caucasian skin tones. I'm going to put it in this instrument as a warm color, so it's kind of the go-to color. Its light number in cool colors is R60, which is no color blue. There we go. At 80%, we have RO2 and R60. You can see bright, but not overly bright. It doesn't help she's wearing a white outfit. That does reflect a lot. Wish we could change the outfit. But you can see we're still getting a nice light on her. And you can see on the face over here, healthy, can see everything. There are no deep shadows on the eye sockets. So we will consider this a success. Now this is pretty much the basis of McCandless lighting, which is the basis of a lot of lighting design, for the past 80 years, close to 90 years. I think he wrote his book, A Method of Lighting the Stage, in 1932. So we have our McCandless plot here. Now the problem is with just front light that you can sometimes lose the actor in the background, flatten out. So we like to add side and back light. And this is where the jewel lighting concept comes in, because if you look at a jewel case in Tiffany's or whatever high-end jewelry store you like to go in, the case is usually lit from as many sides at once to pick up the light. So we're going to take a light and make a high side light here. I'm going to drop it down a little bit and put one here. Now these are both at full, so we're going to kick them down about, whoops, sorry about that. Kick them down about 70, there we go, that's much better. Now, these are going to be neutral. And remember the thing about neutral lights, the beauty, the magic of neutral lights is they look warm with a cool and cool with a warm. So we're going to put a nice neutral color. One of the most popular, especially for me because I use it way too much. I really need help, an intervention to stop using this color so much. But it's so good as a neutral light. It's a lavender. It's called Special Lavender. Certainly a specialty. Look at that. There we go. Look at that form. We're getting highlights. You can see it start to put, if you look at the top of the head, I think that's why this is bald, so you can kind of see the highlight. That's a good thing. It starts to pull the actor away from the background. Now we're going to add a backlight, just because that'll help pop some more. Put it out a basket of lights. Boom, right there. Again, too bright. Let's take it down to 70%, maybe even a little bit less. 60%. Yeah, that's perfect. Now we're going to put another color in there, a lavender color called Surprise Pink. But wait, you say, it's not pink. Surprise! That's an old lighting joke. So you can have that one free. It won't be included in the cost of your tuition. So there you have it. You see, this is pretty much a basic system for lighting acting areas. And then you can add, excuse me, color washes and so forth and so on. But this is a pretty good roadmap for putting actors on, light on actors. If you don't have enough instruments, which is often the case, then you can get rid of the backlight. And if an actor is closer, or if an acting area is closer to the set, you may get rid of the backlight as well. But two fronts, sides, two sides by the one, you can't go wrong. Go pick up your Tony. Okay, that's the first thing I wanted to mention. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. Exit, discard changes, and I'm going to go back to this little slide in the presentation. Let me bring it up to full. There we go. Just to kind of walk you through this little thought exercise and see if you can understand it. This is using a lot of the principles we just talked about. Okay, here you can see, here's a view, if you see my cursor moving about, of a person on stage holding a lantern, and this is the light source for this scene. This is looking out towards the audience, obviously, and then down here's the plan view. So imagine you have an actor in area C. Now, the worm is going to be on the same side as this gentleman. So for C, you can see W for warm. That's going to hit it, and the opposite, of course, is going to be the cool for C. Now, the idea is as the actor traverses the scene, this is where it gets a little tricky. All right, he's going to be going through two phases here. He's going to be on this side of the lantern and then this side. So what they've done here is they put the neutral here and then a warm and a cool next to each other. You see that? See how that works? The idea is as the actor's walking, if he's in this position, he's going to be warm on this side of the stage, right on the stage left side of his face. So the neutral will be paired with the warm, and the neutral will look cool because neutral looks cool with a warm light, and cool when paired with the cool compare with the warm light, and warm compare with the cool light. You can see I didn't really rehearse this very well. But as he goes across, then the cool is going to hit him, but the neutral is still hitting him, and it's going to look warm on this side of his face. So I hope that makes sense. And then, of course, when he gets to area A, because he's on the other side of the lantern, the warm will hit him from this position, and the cool will hit him from this position. I know it's a little tricky to work out, and these, lighting is a tough thing sometimes because it is an intangible. So it's a lot of theory and working things out on your own and that sort of thing. So we're trying to make it as clear as possible. So I hope this helps. Thank you, and have a pleasant rest of the semester.